Here we go, folks. We got 3 regular season weeks remaining.
Ravens, Broncos, and the Chargers, Colts, Dolphins, and the Bengals currently on the outside looking in.
Buckle up and enjoy the chaos as we dive into our Week 16 edition of the 2024 NFL Power Rankings. Number 32, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 32. Was anyone really shocked by a blowout loss to Baltimore? Of course not. We know Big Blue fans are sick of hearing this, but let us repeat one more time. Every loss pushes you closer to the first overall pick. Number 31, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 31. Now losers of 10 straight, the Raiders are still in position to guarantee themselves one of Shedeur Sanders or Travis Hunter. Either would be a good consolation prize in this absolutely forgettable season. Number 30, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 30. The Titans defense kept it close against the visiting Cincinnati Bengals, but 4 back-breaking turnovers by Will Levis was just too much to overcome. The 3-11 Titans will definitely have a new QB next year, so the good news is that this loss puts them closer to a top 3 pick. Number 29, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 29. Mac Jones kept pace with Aaron Rodgers for most of the game, but it was the 4-time MVP who made those pivotal extra few plays to help the New York Jets escape with a win in a battle of 2 bottom feeders. Though they've lost 6 of their last 7, 5 of those games were decided by a single score. At least there's a bit of pride, something the Giants and Raiders could sure learn from. Number 28, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 27. The lack of game-changing talent in New England was obvious in a 30-17 loss to the Arizona Cardinals. It's encouraging that May looks like a franchise QB, but man, can they please go get this guy some playmakers in the offseason? Number 27, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 26. 2 weeks after a 497-day outing and a near upset of the Broncos, Jameis Winston throws 2 picks against Pittsburgh and 3 in an uninspiring 21-7 home loss to the defending champion Chiefs. To make matters worse, star running back Nick Chubb suffered a broken foot in the loss. A pending free agent, Chubb likely played his last snap in Cleveland, and it wasn't exactly the best way to send him off. Number 26, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 25. May as well have forfeited Monday's game in Minnesota instead of letting the Vikings outclass them from start to finish. Caleb Williams was held back by inept play calling, and the Chicago defense made Sam Darnold look like Josh Allen in a 30-12 blowout. Congrats to the Bears on clinching a 4th straight season of double-digit losses. Number 25, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 24. Bryce Young reverted to bad habits in a sloppy 30-14 home loss at the hands of the Dallas Cowboys. He had just 219 yards passing, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks. The Panthers finished the season against 3 mediocre defensive units in Arizona, Tampa Bay, and Atlanta. Good opportunities there for Young to finish strong. Number 24, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 28. Make no mistake, this season has been a disaster in Gotham. But it had to feel good for vintage Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams to return and to finally pick up win number 4 this year. We know the Jags aren't world beaters, but in a season full of lows, the Jets will take a W when they can get them. Number 23, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 22. Darren Rizzi's boys came to play. They only lost by a single point after a failed 2-point conversion on the game's final play. Believe us, these guys are ready to play spoiler against the Packers and Bucks, their Week 16 and 18 opponents respectively. Number 22, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 23. Strange but true. The Cowboys have a better record with Cooper Rush, 3-3, than they did with Dak Prescott at 3-5. And it's now 10 touchdowns and 3 picks this year for Rush. So, is it crazy to suggest that other QB-needy teams would be wise to give Jerry Jones a call in the offseason? Number 21, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 18. If you still had faith in the 49ers, now's a good time to give up. They showed little fight on offense in a disappointing 12-6 home loss to the Rams on Thursday night. Now at 6-8, it's all but over for Kyle Shanahan's group. Number 20, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 17. The Dolphins put up a stinker in Houston, falling 20-12 thanks to another inexplicably quiet day from Tyreek Hill and another awful day for Tua Tagovailoa against a playoff team. So yeah, that is it for the Dolphins.
Not built for the moment, I see.
Number 19, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 16. Man, the 2024 Colts have been hard to watch at their lowest. Sunday in Denver was a must-win for Indy. They gave the game away on a silver platter with 5 turnovers and 8 stupid penalties. Considering Indy was better with Gardner Minshew last year than Anthony Richardson this year, is it safe to say that the Colts may want to reevaluate the QB position? Number 18, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 21. give Joe Burrow's boss credit. They are not going away quietly. Cincy must win out and have Denver lose out to make the playoffs. Highly unlikely, but hey, at least they haven't quit on Zach Taylor. Number 17, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 20. Not at all pretty. The Falcons barely beat the AFC's worst team despite fielding far more talent on both sides of the ball. But considering Atlanta had lost 4 in a row, does it really matter how they win? Number 16, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 19. Kyler Murray's Cardinals made easy work of the visiting Patriots, saving their season in the process and moving back to 500. Arizona has to win out to have any hope at the NFC West Division crown. Number 15, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 11. Life comes at you fast in the NFL. The Hawks were once atop the NFC West as winners of 4 straight. Now their playoff hopes are borderline on life support. Seattle realistically has to win out to win that division now. Number 14, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 10. Not sure if any team was more disappointing to watch in Week 15 than the Bolts. They're supposed to have the league's best defense, but they failed to even stop a nosebleed in a 40-17 beatdown defeat at the hands of the visiting Bucs. Oh man, it would just be the most Chargers thing ever to lose out and miss the playoffs. Number 13, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 15. The Bucs annihilated a lights-out Chargers defense in Week 15's blowout win. Dallas, Carolina, and New Orleans are Tampa's final 3 games on the schedule. Just gotta beat those 3 below 500 teams and boom, the division is theirs. Number 12, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 14. Yeesh, what a week for the Rams. They took down the rival 49ers in a must-win Thursday nighter for both teams, only to watch the Seahawks get crushed by the Packers on Sunday Night Football. So the division is now in the Rams' hands. Number 11, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 13. Sunday's sloppy but somewhat eventful win over the Dolphins clinched a second straight division crown for the Texans. Odds are that Houston will finish out as the number 4 seed, though they have a slim shot of beating out the AFC North winner for the 3rd seed. Number 10, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 12. The Commanders barely avoided a stunning upset at the hands of the Saints. Seattle's loss has Washington 1 game clear of the NFC's last wildcard spot with 3 weeks to go. With the red-hot Eagles coming to town on Sunday, Jaden Daniels and company must bring their A game. Number 9, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 9. The Ravens cakewalked their way to victory over the Giants to officially clinch a 3rd straight winning season. All they need now is 1 victory over their final 3 weeks to clinch a playoff spot. Number 8, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 8. After beating the Colts on Sunday, the Broncos clinched their first winning season since 2016. Like Baltimore, the Broncos need just 1 more win to clinch a playoff berth that would end a 9-year drought. Number 7, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 6. The Steelers didn't have much of a chance against a deeper and healthier Eagles team on Sunday. And now the pressure is really on, with a road game in Baltimore next up on the schedule. On the bright side, hey, welcome back to the playoffs, Pittsburgh. Number 6, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 7. A phenomenal all-around performance by Jordan Love's Packers in Emerald City on Sunday night. The NFC North isn't in reach, but hey, there is nobody these guys can't beat. You think a division winner like the Rams or Bucs want to face these guys in January? Number 5, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 5. 1 week after a 45-42 road loss to the Rams, they came into Motor City and beat the Detroit Lions 48-42. Josh Allen put another stamp on his MVP case with 362 passing yards and 4 total touchdowns against the NFC's best team. Number 4, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 4. As expected, the Vikings made easy work of the NFC North rival Bears on Monday night to pick up their 7th straight win. And with the Lions losing to Buffalo, Minnie is now tied for the division lead and top record in the conference. Number 3, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 1. The Lions suddenly looked kind of vulnerable. With injuries mounting on defense, it was only a matter of time until they suffered their 2nd loss of the season. Most of us can agree that Detroit's the team to beat in the NFC at full strength. But with a bunch of injured bodies on defense, a trip to the Super Bowl doesn't feel as strong compared to a couple weeks ago. Number 2, Philadelphia Eagles. Bengals. Last time's ranking 3. Hey look, another masterclass by the league's hottest team, now winners at 10 straight. With the Lions losing, it was practically a perfect week for Nick Sirianni's group. 3 weeks left, but only one first-round bye in the NFC. Number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking 1. It wasn't exactly pretty, but the Chiefs snuck past the Browns 21-7 on the road to inch closer to the AFC's top seed. Patrick Mahomes avoided the worst-case scenario with an ankle sprain, but hey, if he misses multiple weeks, the race for the number 1 seed becomes very interesting. But so long as Mahomes is healthy come postseason, Kansas City remains the team to beat in the AFC. But hey, what changes would you make to our Week 16 power rankings? Let us know in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, then clicking the like button helps out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.